Good afternoon, everybody, and welcome back to the channel, and welcome back to another beautiful sunny day here in Washington State. I hope everybody is doing great as always. Today we're going to go out and probably just have a little bit of fun today. We're actually going to take the Maserati here out. We haven't had this guy out for a while, so we're going to take her out, play with her a little bit, and then interesting enough, we're going to head down to traffic jams because we're having a little issue with the stereo. And if anybody knows about the stereo here in the Maserati, love the car. The car's amazing. The stereo is horrible. That jukebox system is probably one of the most irritating and complicated to work with. Love the car, drives great, sounds great, amazing car. Stereo, worst part about the car. So we're gonna go see what we can do about that. It is a sunny day, so we're gonna go out here and enjoy some of this sun while we have it. But before we head out, let's go ahead and see if we can get a nice cold start. I haven't started this thing in a little while, so let's see what she sounds like. So we're headed out over here to traffic jams, like we said, to take a look at the stereo. Here's this wonderful little jukebox system that is probably the worst stereos I think ever built. Hopefully we're going to get this thing switched out, but seems to be having a hard time finding a wiring harness. If you have a phone or something, or a music device, it all actually sits in here off this cable, which, as you can see, like, I'm reaching here to try to get this thing. It's just a ridiculous system. So hopefully we'll be able to get one of those new floating stereos or something like that put in so it looks nice. We saw one the other day. We were on August Motor Cars sites, and they had a Ferrari F430, beautiful F430. If anybody wants to check it out, go to August Motor Cars, this dealership that DD is always going to. Big shout out to those guys for, you know, their amazing content they're making. But beautiful Ferrari F430 that's got a Alpine floating deck in it as a replacement, and it just looks amazing. So hopefully we'll be able to do that here if we can find a harness. We got a call from the concierge group, the Corvette concierge group, the other day, stating that we are in 3000 status, which means, and there's tons of different codes and statuses for everything, but 3000 is kind of one of those coveted statuses, you know, saying that the team has accepted our build. April 27th and May 30th is when we're going to be getting our build done. So everybody stay tuned for that. It's actually been pretty cool because I keep on popping into people locally here that seem to know who we are, which is odd. We don't have a huge following, but it seems to be that we're getting a lot of love from the local community. And so thank you everybody for watching. We appreciate each and every one of you for watching our videos and supporting us in our growth. So, you know, thank you very much for that. So anyway, stay tuned. We'll keep bringing you guys Corvette updates. We can't wait for our C8 to come. Once we get it, we're going to do a lot of fun stuff with it. We saw that Stradman and TJ Hunt all have received their Corvettes now, they're C8s, and they're doing some fun stuff. It looks like they've all done a straight pipe on their cars. All right, guys, here we're pulling up to traffic jams right now. Man, they're busy or something's happening here. All right, guys, we got Mark here from Traffic Jams. He is going to tell us if this thing can be torn out and replaced with a new stereo. But you think one of those floating decks will fit in there?
It would have to cover it. The 10-inch could cover it. It's going to depend on how the audio's interfaced. See if we can get steering wheel controls duplicated by anyone. And then
so this guy, is this where the deck part would fit?
well, it doesn't necessarily have to. It could be just the screen only, but there's the room. There should be depth based on it. That's got a CD player in it. The part we don't know is based on what's in there on the back side, is we don't know if they're using fiber optic.
So nobody's got a harness that you know of?
Nothing for the car. I mean, that was the thing. We saw that they did the
Ghibli?
Yeah. And
So-
that was, we left the stock gear in the guy's car and we just put in amplifier for bass.
Yeah, it doesn't have Bluetooth audio or Bluetooth. It's not like user friendly whatsoever.
Alternative is you can come in through the aux port with the Bluetooth device and be able to Bluetooth audio stream from anything else.
Okay.
So that would just plug in there. We would just have to get power to that box. You'd pair to it and you can stream audio.
All right. So the one that we were hoping to get is one of these guys, these new floating screens. But Mark here is telling us we can't do it.
Well, we could give up all those car features, we could do it.
What would it do if you gave up the car features?
You'd have no more trip computer, no more
None of it.
operation in that, so it'd be
Is what it is.
it'd be pretty tough.
This guy right here, guys, come see him. He's been here for a very long time. He knows his stuff. Check him out.
Like I said, we just get power and ground to it, run an auxiliary cord from here into the carport,
Okay.
be done.
So do we have power to that location?
No.
So the power
No.
that's running to the...
iPod's getting it from the USB, which is getting it from the radio, but the USB is too low of a voltage for this guy.
Okay.
This guy wants his own 12-volt source.
Pretty easy to pull that through, or what?
I'm not saying no, but it depends on where we can find 12 volts. It's on a switch source because we obviously don't want to be add to any battery drain, like you saw, or like you're doing with your battery 10-year.
Right.
So it'll depend on how the car reacts, because as that goes, some of the cars are set up where they've got they don't have a true ignition. Everything runs on data.
Okay.
So I do have what's called a ghost ignition switch, and what that'll do is it'll sense it via the data and then turn the device off. So that way this guy's not sitting in the glove box
Just
draining the
pulling it.
battery,
Okay.
especially if it's not plugged in charging.
Okay, let's do it. Guys, while we were here, we talked to the owner of Traffic Jams, Ron Brooks. You guys, once again, big shout out to Traffic Jams. You got to come down and see them. They're amazing guys. But we found out a little bit of secret information that we're going to go find out that could be a game changer for us. I wish I could say right now, and I might be able to. I'm going to go talk to a friend of mine who's a business owner here in Kennewick. In fact, he's very close by. I'm going to go chat with him and find out if this story is true. If it is, we potentially could have some very big news coming. So hold for a minute. I wish I could record this. Unfortunately, just for privacy purposes, I can't. So I am going to talk to him, and then hopefully I can share some really cool information with you guys. So we'll be back here in 1 second. All right, guys, we're about a day later now, and I've got to apologize. We started this video taking the Maserati out and seeing if we get a stereo replacement done in it, but man, it has been a crazy days. For you, those of you who don't know, our primary business is not the cars, it's the fun thing. It is a tech and marketing company, and welcome to our office here. But let's kind of sit down here, let's get cozy, kind of take a little quick recap of yesterday and what happened. So yesterday, as we all know, with the things that are going on in the world, we have a lot of remote worker stuff going on. Intel, Microsoft, a lot of these big companies, Getty Images, everybody's taking this remote worker stance to help mitigate a lot of the issues with the things that are going on. And I think it's a great idea. Stay safe out there. Wash your hands, keep them clean, don't touch your face, do all that type of good stuff. All the stuff that the news is telling you to do can hugely help stop the spread of this, and we can all get back to normal here pretty soon. So anyways, back to the fun stuff. The car, we took the Maserati down to traffic jams yesterday, and looked at potential stereo replacements to replace what Maserati did as not such a good solution. And we didn't find anything other than just going to put in a Bluetooth. I didn't really think that that was a solution or the final solution, so I got online and I found a place over in the UK who has actually built a harness and built a solution. There's two solutions that they had. One was the Alpine floating deck system, which is really, really cool. Like I said, we saw in the 430, but one of the really cool solutions that I saw them doing is a touchscreen overlay, which kind of just sat right on top of the original OEM deck. So we'll stay tuned for that. We'll probably still continue with the Bluetooth. That way we can have some good music at least in the car, because right now it's just kind of so-so, right? So right before we got off of our last segment to the video was some big news that we had heard, and we just it blew my mind, and I'll share that with you because the company's now made it public via Facebook the other day, and that is our European shop that did all of our work, had a great relationship with these guys. They're actually closing down. We had a great relationship with those guys, and we're sorry to see them go. It looks like the owner took a position over in California with one of the largest Porsche restoration companies, and he's been working on this for since last September 2019. So our hope and our goal was that we were going to catch it early enough, be able to buy the shop and keep it going, but it's on the table because there'll be a market for it for sure. So it looks like hopefully we'll hear back from the shop in the UK, get some more information. Maybe we'll have a better solution than what we found, and maybe do a fun video on implementation. I think that screen overlay would be super cool. So if that's the case, we'll definitely make something on that. But as it is for now, guys, this is the end of the video for today. Once again, we hope everybody stays safe out there. We're gonna keep kind of just trucking away with having some more fun in the cars. We still have, once again, the C8 coming very, very soon, so we'll keep you guys up to date. So if you guys like the video, don't forget to smash that like and subscribe buttons and hit that little bell button so you get notified every time we pop out a new video. All right, guys, have a great weekend. We'll see you soon.